Good evening and welcome to the City Council meeting for the City of Lenoir for Tuesday, April the 4th, 2023. We welcome you here this evening. As we normally do, we'll start out in just a minute with a moment of silence and then remain standing for our Pledge of Allegiance to our flag of our country. As we go to this time of moment of silence and prayer, we would like to keep a longtime employee of the City of Lenoir, Mr. Calvin Dua, who worked for the city over 30 years in the water treatment plants and other areas of the city, passed away unexpectedly yesterday, and we're so sorry about that. But please keep his family and everyone in your thoughts and prayers as he moves forward. But Kelvin was a fine man, and he will be missed in our community. So please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Now, if you will, please, let's rise for our moment of silence. Thank you. Please salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We're going to get started with a couple of special recognitions. As we go to that time, I would like to mention to you and compliment the Caldwell Community College baseball and softball programs who are doing so well. This week, the baseball program at Caldwell is the #1 team in the nation. They are the National Junior College Athletic Association poll came out yesterday, and they're #1. They're 26-2. They've won 22 straight games since they started out 4-2. So it's great for them. And the softball team, the ladies softball team, is #3 in the nation. So we have two ranked teams here in Caldwell Community College and in Lenoir. So very proud of them. So if you see any of the administrators or any of the players, wish them all the best on that. So now I'm going to come down and we're going to do a couple of special proclamations. And the first one is, this is a special recognition for police. Chief Brent Phelps is coming up, proclaiming the week of April 9th through the 15th as Public Safety Telecommunicators Week throughout Lenoir. And Chief, I think we have some. We do have some telecommunicators with us here.
We'll have them come up and do a picture here in a minute.
Okay. The proclamation in recognition of Public Safety Communicators Week, that's a long word, April 9th through the 15th, 2023. Whereas the City of Lenoir Police Department telecommunicators play a vital role in the protection of human life and protect property in our community. And whereas telecommunicators have been successfully serving the public safety communication needs of the City of Lenoir throughout the year. And whereas while enduring long hours, abnormal schedules, and handling frequent life and death emergencies, telecommunicators set high standards in performing their duties in a dedicated, diligent, and compassionate manner. And whereas telecommunicators provide a critical communication link between the residents and emergency responders. And whereas these individuals efficiently coordinate emergency services to ensure the health and safety of our residents, visitors, and travelers in our community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And whereas our public safety communications personnel serve the public daily in countless ways without due recognition by the beneficiaries of their services. Therefore, be it resolved that I, Mayor of the City of Lenoir, and on behalf of the Lenoir City Council, do hereby proclaim and declare the week of April 9 through April 15, 2023 as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week in the City of Lenoir in honor of the men and women whose diligence and professionalism keep our city and first responders safe. Witness the hand and seal the 4th day of April 2023. Chief? Thank you, sir. Thank you. You stay has done, then we'll bring,
I asked a few of our telecommunicators if they could come tonight. They are used to being behind the scenes, and so they begrudgingly came, but thank y'all for coming. This is the men and women that are on the other end of the phone line when somebody calls in a crisis or sometimes calls for a routine concern or matter. They deal with a lot of stressful situations day in, day out. They work through those adrenaline phone calls, hang the call up, and then answer another one, many times for 12 hours a day with limited breaks in that 12-hour period. And they're behind the scenes. When you think of law enforcement, many times dispatchers and telecommunicators don't get thought about on a regular basis by the public. They think of the police officers and the people out in the communities, but they are the initial step when we have something occur. And I have sat in the seat. I was, as Ms. Rhonda would say, was on the struggle bus, trying to key everything in. If you could see the speed that they take those calls and key stuff into the system and get people responding, it's very amazing. So I appreciate them coming, and thank them. We don't tell them enough. Thank them for the job they do every day.
you want to do both pictures at the,
We can, yeah.
let me do this one, and then we'll do the pictures. How's that? And this was a proclamation for Fair Housing Month, and I'm gonna ask,
Lauren Hart.
Lauren, thank you.
Yeah,
I didn't have my cheat sheets up
yeah,
here.
no worries.
Lauren Hart to come. Lauren's been with us now several times for this, and we're honored that we can do this. So this is whereas April the 11th, 2023 marks the 55th anniversary of the passage of the United States Fair Housing Law, Title VIII of the Civil Rights Act of 1968, as amended, which enunciates a national policy of fair housing without regard to race, color, creed, national origin, sex, familial status, and handicap, and encourages fair housing opportunities for all citizens. And whereas the Catawba Valley Association of Realtors is committed to highlighting the Fair Housing Law, Title VIII of the Civil Rights Act of 1968, by continuing to address discrimination in our community, supporting programs that will educate the public about the right to equal housing opportunities, and planning partnership efforts with other organizations to help assure every American of their right to fair housing. Now, therefore, I, as Mayor of the City of Lenoir, North Carolina, and on behalf of the Lenoir City Council, do hereby resolve that April 2023, being Fair Housing Month, begins a year-long commemoration of the U.S. Fair Housing Law in the City of Lenoir, and urge all citizens to wholeheartedly recognize this celebration throughout the year, adopted this the 4th day of April 2023. Lauren, thank you.
Thank
As
you.
always for being with us.
Absolutely.
And I'll present you that. If you have anything you'd
Thank
like,
you.
please do.
Yeah, I just want to say on behalf of the Catawba Valley Association of Realtors that we appreciate your continued commitment to fair housing. For so many, it means reduced barriers to homeownership, which is life-altering. So thank you for your continued commitment to that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on down, council, and we'll shoot a picture, or we'll do yours first if we can. And then we'll shoot a picture with fine police.
Oh, I thought you were gonna call me.
Our fine cameraman.
There you go.
Yeah.
TJ knows that over.
We have a council track behind us.
Push up that. Just push up.
All right, if the back row will step up just a little bit closer to the front row. There we go. All right, I'm gonna do 2 without a flash and then 2 with. Ready? 1, 2. And then let's do a flash. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And we'll do this flash. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. Thank you. Okay. We've got another one.
All right, we can get two on the mayor's left and then two beside the chief.
Yes, sir. No, you do.
Okay. You come over on this side. There we go. Chrissy, come up. All right. Maybe you come in a little bit. There we go. That looks good. All right, two without a flash. 1, 2, 3. All right. Then a flash bounce and the flash at you. 1, 2, 3. And one more. Big smiles. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
We appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Sharon.
Okay, very good start. Thank you all for being here with us. Thank you, Lauren, for coming out and what you do for fair housing and housing all over the Unifor area. We really appreciate that. All right, we do not have matters scheduled for public hearing this evening, so we'll move on to consent agenda items consisting of minutes of the Committee of the Whole meeting of Tuesday, February 28th as submitted. Item B are minutes of the City Council meeting of Tuesday, March 7th, 2023. Item C are minutes of the City Council meeting of Tuesday, March 21st, 2023. Item D is a proclamation for Public Safety Telecommunicators Week that we just did. Item E is a proclamation for Fair Housing Month, which we just did. And item F is an authorizing resolution for stormwater planning grant, approval of the authorizing resolution for the spring 2023 Department of Water Infrastructure Stormwater Planning Grant, authorizing the city manager and/or the finance director to execute and file an application on behalf of the applicant with the state of North Carolina for a loan and/or grant to aid in the study of or construction of the project described above and as submitted. So items A through F, and I'll open that up for any discussion, question from the council, or a motion, please.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the consent agenda items A through F as presented.
Thank you. I have a motion from Mayor Pro Tem Thomas that we approve the consent agenda items A through F as presented. No other discussion. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? Thank you. That is unanimous. Minus two council members who are not with us this evening. All right, we'll move on then to request and petitions of any citizens. If there's anyone who would like to address the council this time, most everybody, our staff, thank you all for being with us this evening. Anybody have anything to say of that? And we have Rick with us, and we'll get to Rick here in just a few minutes. So, all right, we'll move on then to reports and boards and of boards and commissions, and I will now bring the Plan Administrator for the Western Piedmont Council of Governors, Mr. Rick Oxford, who will hold the second of two public hearings to receive public comments regarding the proposed FY 2023 action plan of the City of Lenoir and the Unifor Home Consortium as part of the 5-year consolidated plan. This plan is required by the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, outlines goals and actions plans of the City of Lenoir and the Unifor Home Consortium, and its use of community development block grant funding and home funds for fiscal year of 2023, beginning July 1 of 23 and ending June 30 of 24. And we serve as the lead entity for the Unifor Consortium. Rick, glad to have you.
Glad to be here. Good evening, Mayor, members of the council. We are here with, this is year 4 of the, we have a 5-year consolidated plan, and then each of those 5 years, we have an action plan. The action plan says what we're going to do with the money that we receive from HUD each year for the home program and for the community development block grant program. This year, we, funding for the home program, which the city of Lenore is the lead entity of, will be $1,200,690. We anticipate program income of about $300,000. So total budget of $1,500,690. And with that, we're proposing to use $91,000 for Regional Down Payment Assistance Program. And this is very low compared to other years. And the reason being is we have money on hand that from previous years that we've not spent. So, and that has to do with cost of housing, the availability of housing, housing that is affordable for the people that qualify according to the income limits that HUD gives us each year. So rather than put more money into that line item, we're putting money elsewhere, okay? So we're proposing to increase the CHOTO set aside to $420,000. And we're proposing $839,500 for to make loans to multifamily housing developers that are doing low-income housing tax credit projects, apartment complexes throughout the four-county area. And that's what we're proposing to do with the money. Okay? By the way, we continue to have a 4-county-wide down payment assistance program for first-time home buyers, where we can provide 20% of the purchase price for qualified applicants in becoming a first-time home buyer. And that 20% is in the form of a loan. It's a zero-interest loan with zero monthly payment. They will trigger that repayment if and when they sell, refinance, or otherwise transfer the property. And we forgive half of that loan after the 10-year anniversary of the loan. So maximum assistance that we can provide is $30,000. So we've been very successful with that program, but just the inventory is a little down now. Housing costs are up, interest rates are up, so that down payment assistance program has slowed somewhat. Any questions about that? And we also are doing more multifamily housing projects like Cat's Corner, Arbor Glen, Viridian. So hopefully we'll have more in this area. So that's the home program. And with the CDBG money, home program was home program was up a little bit. The CDBG program funding was down a little bit this year. So total funding for the city is $142,691. We're proposing to use those funds for public facility improvements at the Old Lenore High School complex, which includes the gym, auditorium, the band building, the old Leo's building, and Matt Cook Stadium. So we've been making improvements there, and we hope to continue with more. Any questions?
Any questions of Mr. Oxford concerning either one of the programs?
So we will submit these action plans to HUD for their approval. If they approve it, funding will be released July 1.
Mr. Roller, do you think we need to make a motion to approve this, or?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll entertain a motion from a council member to
Mr. Mayor, make a motion, we approve this agenda item as presented.
Thank you. Have a motion from Councilmember Beal that we approve the two items coming from the Western Piedmont Council of Governments. That's the action plan, Uniform Home Consortium, and the Community Development Block Grant plan as presented. Any other discussion? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. Appreciate you being with us. All right, and we'll move on then. Next is the report and recommendations of the city manager, Mr. Hildebrand.
Mayor, council, a couple items for information this evening. City offices will be closed on Friday, April 7th, in observance of Good Friday. The City County Service Committee will meet on Monday, April 10th at noon at the J. Hebrew Hill Civic Center. The Lenore Business Advisory Board will meet on Thursday, April 13th, 6 p.m., third floor, City Hall. The NCDOT Spring Litter Sweep begins on Saturday, April 15th, and runs through Saturday, April 29th. The Parks and Recreation Advisory Board will meet on Monday, April 17th, 6 p.m. at Mulberry Rec. Also, I think we're looking for a motion to go back and move the committee, the whole meeting from April 25th, which is a Tuesday, to April 20th, which is a Thursday, due to the North Carolina League of Municipalities City Vision Conference in Concord. And we probably need to make that in a motion just because we need to cancel that and shift it back. So
Okay.
if, the last two items I'll go back and announce too. April 22nd, the Bootlegger 100 bike race in downtown Lenore starts here and goes up the mountain. And if you guys want to ride, I'm sure they can get you set up for that. And then also on April 29th is the North Carolina Gravity Games, sponsored by Google in downtown Lenore. And we'll have more to come on that as the days ahead, but that's Saturday, April 29th. And that's all I have except for the meeting change.
Okay. Any questions, Mr. Hildebrand, or any of the staff on anything coming up? We're getting back into busy time is coming as we're in April and a lot of things are happening. I think you're going to see it busy for the rest of the year up until the end of the year with a lot of events happening. We do need a motion to change the committee of the whole meeting from April 25th to April 20th. We'll back that up a little bit because of the council will be attending the North Carolina League of Municipalities City Vision Conference in Concord. So I'll entertain a motion to make the change in date.
Make a motion to make the change, man.
All right, I have a motion from Councilmember Perkins to change the committee of the whole meeting from the 25th to the 20th. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? Thank you very much. And we're looking forward to the Gravity Games being back. This is also the 10th year of that. It's been the 10th year now for 2 or 3 years, so we're finally getting to make the 10th year of that. And I know we've been talking with the Google people. They are very excited also to be back and bringing that event back to downtown. So we're excited about that. So, and that's kind of kicks it off. Other things are happening around that, so we're glad to have it back. All right, we'll move on. Any report and recommendations of our city attorney, Mr. Rohr?
No, we just have something for closed session.
We have a closed session. All right, and I don't think, I was sitting here trying to think as I came, I don't think I have any announcements about, from the mayor's office at this time. We do have something under the council members, but first I'll ask, is there any council members that have anything they would like to bring up at all? If not, we do need to decide on a voting delegate for the conference we're talking about attending in April 25th through the 27th in Concord. That will be a voting delegate for the League City Vision Conference. And that would be on Thursday, April 27th is when the business session of that would be held. So entertain a motion for anyone who is going are Mr. Greer, Mr. Presswood, myself, Mr. Hildebrand, Mr. Perkins, Mr. Beal are going to all be there. I don't think Councilmember Stevens or Councilmember Perdue or
Stevens is going.
Stevens is going. Okay, I'm sorry. Councilmember Stevens is also going.
I'd like to make a motion that Mayor Gibbons will be appointed or selected for our delegate for that event.
Okay, that's fine. Anyone else? But you'd like to do it?
Amen.
I missed my chicken anyway. I didn't get that.
Next year.
All right, we have a motion that I will serve as the voting delegate for the league conference on that. And I will, since we have a motion, I will call for the question. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? Thank you. Be honored to do it, and we will go from there and see what's going on at that conference. That's always usually a good one in Concord. All right, if there's nothing else to come before us, we do have a closed session. This would be for, what is it?
Oh, yeah. Let's figure that out.
Okay, we have a closed session coming. Let's figure out what it's for. And it's in accordance with North Carolina General Statutes
143-318.11, A. Come on, where's,
subsection A, subsection,
Just say what he said.
that's what I'm saying.
yeah, we're trying to figure out which subsection it is. 3.
3, subsection 3.
143-318.11A3.
Okay, we
Attorney-client
have that.
privilege.
This is for attorney-client privilege. You expect anything from coming out? Okay. All right, you've heard the recommendation on it. I need a motion to go into closed session.
Make a motion to go into closed session, Mayor.
We have a motion, we have Mayor Pro Tem Thomas to go into closed session. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? Thank you. We're in closed session, and we will come back out after closed session to adjourn the meeting. Thank y'all. You don't have to wait on us.
Happy Easter.
Yeah, happy Easter, everyone. Hope you have a good one, and
Some egg.
appreciate everybody being here.